Abakhali nje ngokuboshwa kwehlobo sabo okungafanele bakhala ke nengcukaca engafanele ikhuluma ke iphutha abathi phambi kwenkantolo. Umndeni ke wakagcotshwa eEastern Cape endaweni yasenqeleni bakhala kakhulu ke ngokuboshwa kwehlobo sabo abathi ke akukho emthethweni.
Now as a family we think or we feel like there are people that are being protected here. Because when they dismiss us, they do not give us the valid reasons. And it's not that when we ask them, we do not attach these documents as I have outlined earlier. We attach them, we ask them questions about what is not normal. And we also refer to the acts and sections of the law that they do exist in our constitution. But abasinikezi impendulo ukuthi kwenzekalani. So we don't know ukuthi kahle kwenzakalani. That is why sisiza kwi-media and we have exhausted every angle ebesicabanga ukuthi sizasizakala kuyo. Take for instance Mr. Kaula. It's the organization that ayisebenzelayo and he is the head in that organization. So when he sees something like la affidavit nala J88 in a stamp se organization ayisebenzelayo, organization that he is the head kuyo, we thought uza investigator within his organization what happened here. But then he just dismissed us. I think HOD yakwa Health KZN Mrs. Msimango or Mrs. Msimango. Yes, we even contacted naye. So akhange siphele ku-CEO yesibhedlela. We even went to the department provincial, but we were never helped.
Lapha ke sikhuluma umndeni esifundazweni eEastern Cape endaweni yasenqeleni la khona okhala ngokuthi kuningi okuphambene okungafanele ngabe kuyenziwa kulicala ekuthinta umndeni wakagcotshwa. Lapha sikhuluma ke ngoseboshiwe ogama lakhe uyondela gcotshwa okuthiwa ke kwanokubeze ingane eneminyaka e12. Umndeni uthi kuningi ungafanele kufuze kulungiswe lelicala, kanti abezomthetho nabo nesandla ekutheni ngenzeka ukuthi ukhona ongahambile kahle abakwenzayo. Lapha ke sithinta ke nesibhedlela ke iPrince Mshiyeni okwisibhedlela caca ukuthi yiso esakwazi ukuhlenga intombazane eyabika ukuthiwa inyukubeziwe ogama lakhe Yondela ke Gcotshwa. Lapha ke uma sikhuluma ke ngodaba oluthile Yondela Gcotshwa kuma ke ngumlisa ke ongusomabhizinisi obaziwayo futhi ngumlisa obukeka engumuntu olungileyo. Kodwa ke akuthina sonke sisho njalo dadewabo noma ke umzala wakhe uthi kuningi abakhala ngakho, kodwa futhi kuningi kufanele kulungiswe. Uthi kuningi futhi ogcotshwe ngeenyawo kufuze kulungisiswe.
Lapha ngodaba lo cousin wami uYondela Gcotshwa. He was arrested on 23rd November 2021 ebanjwa enqaleni in the Eastern Cape. Ufike amapolisa asenqaleni abaseshiya about 3. Uzazaza, unfortunately he's no more. No Lubuzo, I don't recall the third one. But bafika bathi bazothatha uYondela Gcotshwa for questioning eNqaleni police station regarding his pending case eSeddurban. And by that time he knew nothing about the pending case yakhe eSeddurban. Then xa efika police station eNqaleni wasiwa ofisini ka station commander. Station commander umbuza ukuthi ndoda wayibalekela amacala wakho. Athi omnye no, andibalekela amacala wami because ityala endinalo eliseScottburg ndiyakuthetha ne investigating officer uyayazi uba ndise-Eastern Cape and uyayazi into yobana Thursday the 25th of November 2021 ndizabe ndise-Scotberg. So waye wafotwa ke ngexesha apha eofisini, sabona thina ifoto yakhe isirculate kwi-social media uba ubanjiwe uYondela. Later that day around 6 kwazofika u-investigating officer wase-Scotberg uMr Njabulo Latha, wamthatha waya naye eScotberg. Okay, by the time ebanjwa apha kwangekho warrant of arrest ngexesha bamthathayo apha ekhaya, kwangekho warrant of arrest, bamthatha besithi bamthathela i-questioning. So he was transported from Nqaleni to Scotberg without warrant of arrest. And then the following day he appeared in court eScotberg, i-bail azange yenziwe. It took almost a year uba ibe khona i-bail application. Bail application yakhe yokuqala yayisenziwa nguMagistrate Daya on the 3rd of November 2022, and i-bail was denied. Ngesizathu sobana the previous presiding magistrate, that was Mr. Ngobese, said uzawubuya azoyigqibezela le case kaConjwa for 2 weeks. So i-state, whenever ready to proceed with the case, with the trial, uzawuza azoyigqibezela, and that has never happened. Ininzi ke into esingekho happy ngayo kwi-proceedings zale case, even nase-court. Kwenzekile ke side sibe siyayibona ne-J88 le eyi-major evidence that is before court yelali tyala. First and foremost, le J88, even the National Health Professions Council, but it's not authentic. I am not sure ke noba ndingalibiza na igama lomntu opha kwa National Health Professions Councils owayesixelela ukuthi it's not authentic. That was N. Ross. N. Ross I think head office yabo kwa National Health Professions Council. No, this J88 is not authentic. Number one, there is no practice number ka Dr. Law examiner the complainant. There is no practice number yesibhedlele. The only thing that shows ukuthi J88 iphume esibhedlele system sase Prince Mshiyeni Hospital. The comment ebhalwe kwi-J88, it's not medical. I-comment iti raped by an uncle and bribed by a cell phone. But when you check with gynecological findings, I think in section F, if I recall very well, everything nil, like it's normal. It doesn't show any signs of what complainant was raped.
Ukhala ngokuthi ke namhla eboshwa uYondela Gcotshwa ngomhla ka-23 November 2021 alukhu lwazi olupheleleke lwavela ngecala. uYondela ke waboshelwa ke police station ke yaseMthatha eNgqeleni. uYondela ke wahlala cishe unyaka elinde ukuba ke yathole ibhekile. Okukhulu ukuthi ke umndeni uthi ke ngisho ke iform J88 kwaqinisekisa udokotela ukuthi ke ingumbumbayi.
Cousin wami ogogo ese Westfield since 2021 ityala lakhe alikagqitywa, akakagwetywa. Ityala lakhe istate andithi ityala liba na two sides, linecala ne-side elile state kube necala elile defense. I-state asikavali iside laso kusaqhubeka eli-state the side le-state. I-defense yona akakafumani platform since then, so akakagwetywa usekwi-detention. Okay, what I know about Law Orichweyo, by that time, kufakwa a case, ubena 12 years. And okay, Law Orichweyo, same age with the daughter ka accused. And then bebela nokuya eflating ka accused. And ubaba walo othi urechiwe accused ubesiya kokwabo kukababa. He was a family friend to that family, sorry. So they were more like family. He's more like his uncle. So that's how they are related. I think into enza ukuthi kube nje kule case yakhe, it's because of indaba ze-business, indaba zamathenda. Because when you are in that business, you've got enemies. Some of them you know, some of them you don't know. Because indlela esizame ngayo to get answers, we feel like there are people that are being protected here. We feel like there are people in higher positions that are involved into this, and yet they are not coming front. We don't know, but the way it's happening, because you cannot ask, let's say for instance, you cannot ask from Department of Health uba kwenzakalani apha but ungafumani impendulo. Because I believe ukuthi everyone, he protects the image yomsebenzi wakhe. So you cannot just jeopardize the image yasemsebenzini wakho ngezinto ezinje kungekho mntu or above you or else kungekho mntu or feel like you have to protect him or her. So that is why we're thinking that maybe there's someone behind us.
Kanti ke iminyaka ethinteka lolu daba ifunanga kuba iphawule unyanga wezempilo kwisifundazwe KwaZulu-Natal ke utholakalanga kuba uphawule. Kanti ke abe DPP bona ke KwaZulu-Natal bathi ke ngeke bakwazi ukuthi ke bephawule nje bake udaba liphambi kwenkantolo, but ke ngeke bakwazi ukuthi ke balithethe ngaphandle nangaphakathi kwenkantolo udaba.